So just the other day, CEO of Take-Two Interactive, Strauss Zelnick, went on CNBC, and he repeated what had been said in the Take-Two Interactive earnings call, that pre-orders for GTA 6 have gone better than expected. Now, this is hardly surprising. Since Grand Theft Auto 5 and its opening 3 days, the only IP that has beaten it has been Avengers Endgame. You think that game has been out for 13 years now?
Obviously, pre-orders have gone much better than expected, so our excitement continues to grow.
He very well dodged a question about the quality of the game. Now, he didn't want to put the horse in front of the cart. We've all experienced Peter Molyneux and his promises of what a game can deliver, only for it to fall short, and very clever of Strauss Zelnick.
And you have to deliver, though. I mean,
yes.
I assume you think that you've nailed this thing, because this has been a long wait. Trust me, my children will tell you about the wait.
You know, we never claim victory before it occurs.
Right.
I know that our Rockstar Games division has tried to innovate and understands that as great as the anticipation is, we need to exceed expectations. I believe that we will.
But he did also talk about the fact that the pre-orders are skewing more towards the premium edition rather than the standard edition. Now, first off, he said that, this is because the most avid of game consumers are picking up the premium edition because they're avid game supporters.
Are they pre-ordering the $99.99 one or the $79.99 one? Both. Okay.
Yes.
At equal.
Actually, it is skewing more to the premium edition, but that might be a reflection, again, of the fact that the most avid consumers are the ones who are pre-ordering.
What do you get in the $100 version that you don't get in the...
You get additional content.
First off, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think the most avid supporters of Grand Theft Auto are waiting until we get some sort of confirmation or, confirmation that it's not coming of a collector's edition, some sort of physical thing that comes with the code in the box. Let's not get into that. But I do also think that the reason that people are pre-ordering the premium edition over the standard edition is because the naming is wrong. Now, while I think that the premium edition compared to the standard edition, the dollar offering for what you get for that extra $20 is pretty good, I think the naming convention is a little bit off. Instead of premium, that's really the standard edition. And then the standard edition really is Grand Theft Auto 6 Lite. And I think that's why a lot of people are pre-ordering the premium edition over the standard edition, is because they realize that it is actually more closer to the standard version of the game. It could also be that people that buy Grand Theft Auto don't buy a lot of games and therefore are looking for the premium experience when they play this video game, and therefore that's why they're getting the premium edition. Funnily enough, Strauss was also asked about possible discounts coming this Christmas.
And then the other question I had is, what kind of discounting you think is going to happen or not around Christmas? Because obviously this is coming out in November. Is there a shift in pricing as people get closer to Christmas, or do you try to hold the price? How much of it is up to you versus retailers, et cetera?
Well, we obviously establish our pricing,
right,
and then storefronts can do what they wish. We don't have any ability to control that. So if they reduce the price, they're obviously reducing their margin on the sale. There are situations where certain retailers will price down to drive demand for other things that they sell. And I can't tell what will happen. I will tell you that we preserved our pricing on Grand Theft Auto 5 for a very long time, much longer than a standard release of an entertainment property.
What's happened to the pricing of that product now?
Well, eventually it comes down over time, sure.
But how much does it come down?
Well, it depends. I mean, we've offered it for as low as, I think, $20 here.
No, sorry. The biggest IP of all time. In terms of timeline, that would be like the biggest movie of all time, having an opening weekend and then on Monday putting it straight out onto streaming platforms for 15 quid. So don't expect discounts over Christmas. Now, he also spoke about the extended look, which is coming to Netflix on the 27th. We'll cover that as much as we can, as best as we can, depending on the information that comes out between now and then.
I want to ask you about something that seems very different in terms of what you're doing with Netflix on August 27th. So it's GTA 6, an extended look. What is this going to, can you tell us a little bit about this? I mean, is this like an extended, is it a game trailer? Is it a movie? Is it a show? What
you have asked all the questions that will be answered on the 27th.
Oh, come on,
I expect
you
to show
a little bit of a hint.
The hint is, I think it's really worth watching. It's really worth watching. And 6 hours after the initial premiere, it'll be on Rockstar's YouTube channels, and of course it will make its way all over social media.
But I really want to sort of set expectations with that, because he's come out and said it's an appetizer. We've still got a lot of bigger courses to come down the line. So while some people are hoping for a huge 1 hour documentary on the making of Grand Theft Auto 6, I don't think it's going to be that. I think we're looking at around 20, possibly 25 minutes of maybe a large story section that sets up Grand Theft Auto 6, and then talking about the technology. To be honest, we don't really know, but I am looking forward to it, and I will be covering it here on the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Which version are you picking up? As always, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.